Huh. Try to turn your wheel. There you go. If you turn too much, it'll stop you. It's not even trying to spin the front tires. That's weird. What did it say?
It says
What's up, guys? We are out here at Bryan Beach in Freeport today. We're not called out here by anyone, at least not right now. We're just kind of gonna go for a beach ride, see if we can't find anybody stuck. It's Saturday, May 9th, which is the day before Mother's Day. So if you're watching this, chances are it's probably on Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day to all of the mothers that are watching this, and a reminder to go and text your mother if you haven't already. Shout out to my mom. Happy Mother's Day if you're watching this. We're coming on to the beach. There's a few people out. People down there. The sand's not super soft. There's a few families. I anticipate the sand to get a little bit softer once we get down past the second entrance, kind of like where we got the what was that? I think it was a Chevy or a GMC the other day, probably the last video that you watched. I expect to see more people stuck down there, or at least soft sand and that kind of stuff. Tide is fairly high right now. I don't know how well you can see, but they got that line of seaweed there, which is kind of like our high tide line right now. I'll have to look and see where we're at on tide right now, if we're on like high tide or low tide, or what, if it's rising or falling or whatever right now. So we're gonna keep cruising on down the beach here and see if we can't find anybody stuck. I noticed on our way in, we're coming past the second entrance here, they've got cones blocking the entrance off for some reason. I don't know if they're working on the road, or they're just trying to keep people from hitting the soft sand there, or what exactly their reasoning for that is, but they have it shut down, or they have at least cones blocking it. I thought that was kind of interesting. But now that we're past the second entrance, you can see the sand's getting softer here. From this point on towards the clay banks is where I figure we're probably going to start getting into the majority of the soft sand, and where anybody's going to be getting stuck at. We're going to probably cruise all the way down to the mouth of the Brazos and see what's going on down there. I don't know how muddy it is, or being that it's kind of high tide right now, it's probably going to be to the point where we're going to have to get up into the trails to get by the clay banks. We're not going to be able to stay down on the sand, so that might cause some issues later if people go take a two-wheel drive or something through those trails. But we'll have to see what happens. right in through here, you can see where people have been getting stuck, and it was like actually right here in front of us, right about here. That's where that GMC was stuck here a couple days ago. We just about made it to the clay banks here on Bryan Beach. See, there's people up on top of the levee up there. I'm guessing probably trying to use the trails to get around the use the levee to get around the trails, especially if it's a little bit muddy or something like that. No telling what they're doing, but we're gonna make our way up through here to see if see how muddy it is. Hopefully it's not too terribly bad. Really don't feel like getting very muddy right now if I don't absolutely have to. A little bit sandy right here. So we're coming up onto the clay banks there. Sometimes if the tide's not as high, you can get around down there. Today we gotta come up this bank right here, up onto the top of the trail. Downside to that is it's really rough up here. I'm gonna drop a gear and just kind of crawl through it. Made it past the clay banks there. Thankfully it wasn't too muddy. There's quite a few mud holes there, but we were able to kind of follow the dry trail through there. We didn't have to get into any of the mud, but there's definitely plenty of places for somebody to go and get stuck. Speaking of places to get stuck, if you look, see these tire tracks? There's a truck back off right over there. You kind of see him. He's back off. They had somebody just hanging out of the back of it. It looked like they were cutting donuts off in the marsh over there. And don't be that guy. Don't, like, all this area out here used to have like 10-foot tall sand dunes lining the whole beach, and now it's all washed out and there's hardly any sand dunes anywhere because of people doing dumb stuff like that out here. And beach has changed a lot over the years, which is kind of a notable thing that I was looking at whenever I came across the clay banks there. You notice at the beginning of the video there where we were driving, we had like the water like right there, and like the dunes were, you know, just right on the other side of us, and we were driving down this little narrow trail. Like there's people parking on both sides, and there's hardly any beach to drive on. Look at it here. Like the water's way over there. Like way over there. And the dune line is actually like over here. But like, look at all this beach. And it's kind of interesting to think about, because like if you notice like all that seaweed and stuff that was back there, and then all of a sudden it gets to the part where there's like all the sticks and stuff like that, and there's a little bit more beach there. That whole first area of the beach, they take like a great awl and like a big front end loader, and they come out there and they rake all the seaweed and the sticks and everything, and they push it up and make a dune, like an artificial dune there. And if you notice, there's hardly any beach over there, because they keep grooming it and they push all the sand and the sticks and the seaweed and everything, all the natural stuff that comes out of these rivers and everything and normally hits the beach, that catches the sand and actually builds the beach up and rejuvenates the sand and the ecosystem, everything that goes along with it. They take all that and they rake it up to where it makes where people want to come to the beach, I guess, like because they don't have to deal with the seaweed and the sticks and the logs and all that. And if you notice down there where they actually groom it, there's no beach. Like the beach is almost gone. There used to be hundreds of yards more beach there that's not there anymore. It hasn't been there for years, since they've started like really grooming it. And if you come down here where they don't bring the equipment to groom the beach, there's actually a beach. It's kind of funny how Mother Nature kind of takes care of itself. And a lot of this, like I said, there used to be sand dunes and stuff out here, but a lot of that was taken out by hurricanes and stuff, like these last few hurricanes and stuff we've had. But we still have a beach to drive on. We barely have a beach to drive on down there, so kind of some food for thought there. Kind of makes you wonder if they weren't down there raking all the seaweed and stuff, how much different it would be down there, you know? I don't know. Food for thought. So we made it out to the mouth of the Brazos River, which is right about here. This is the river. You can see the bank on the other side. That is the Sargent's side of the mouth of the Brazos. And then the Gulf of America is out this way. You can see somebody's made a large, I don't know, teepee, I guess, out of logs. Normally you see little small ones. You might kind of be able to see some on the other side of that Jeep over there. There's like another one right over there. Normally people make really small ones. I don't think I've ever seen one this large here on the beach, so thought that was kind of nifty. I pulled up here to take some pictures and that kind of thing, but not just a whole lot going on out here. There's a few people fishing. See some fishermen and stuff over that way. Doesn't really seem like just a whole lot going on out here today. I'd be willing to bet tomorrow is going to be a whole lot busier, being actual Mother's Day. So probably end up out here after church tomorrow, but we'll have to see. I'm glad the weather's cleared up. It was supposed to be all rainy and crappy and stuff this weekend, but we actually have a beautiful day. It's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow as well, so it's like 85 degrees right now, so that's good beach weather. We're gonna keep cruising around. I might hang out here for a while and see if anybody gets stuck, or we might head over towards Surfside or San Luis Pass or something like that. So either way, I will take you guys along with whatever we end up doing for the rest of our afternoon. So we were headed back towards the entrance from the mouth of the Brazos, and I saw something pretty interesting. I don't know how well it's going to come out on the camera, but I wanted to try to point it out anyways. So the mouth of the Brazos is over here. With a bunch of the rain and stuff that we've had recently, obviously the water's muddy in the river because of all the rain runoff. The water out in the Gulf is a lot clearer, and you can actually, right here, you can actually see the line where the water separates. It's like pretty clear. I don't know how well you can see right about here. It's muddy. You can see it's all brown and muddy here, and there's like a clear line right about here. I don't know how well you can see. I'll try to zoom that in and enhance that to where you can hopefully see that. Of course, on the little screen that's on the back of the camera, I can't see how well that shows up. Hopefully the camera caught it. Might try to step up on top of my tire here and see if maybe getting a higher vantage point will help, even though I'm not quite as close. I don't know how well that helps. See right about here, probably. You can see where all the muddy water comes out, and it just like blends in right about here. And then it's nice and clear-ish, about as clear as you're gonna get over here in Freeport anyway. We don't have like Florida East Coast like crystal clear beach water like they have over there, like Santo and over there like you see on those guys' videos. We get like kind of gross. Our beaches and our water over here is a lot grosser than a lot of the other places, but we also have a lot more rivers and tributaries and that kind of stuff. And then Texas is one of the few states that allows you to drive on beaches still. It's kind of a thing where, get out of the way, some traffic here. It's kind of a thing still here in Texas where you can still drive on the beaches. It's not just like a tourist attraction. And there's like over on the East Coast and stuff, there's a lot of really nice like white sand beaches. There's no sticks, there's no sand, there's no seaweed, it's just sand, like there's no seaweed and you know, that kind of stuff. And here, like, the beaches aren't like as nice, but they're natural, and there's not a bunch of tourists everywhere. Like, it's just nature here. That's the kind of beaches that I like. So to each their own, but I like our messy Texas beaches, even though they're not quite as clean, but they're also not as populated either. So I'll take nature any day. All right, so it's been been a minute since I've done any recording. We're now over at San Luis Pass. We just skipped past Surfside because there's really nothing going on over there. They've still got the main entrance of the beach all blocked off and everything. They're doing like a dune restoration project or something. And the sand's not really very soft over there from what I've seen. And I had a buddy that was out there earlier, and he said there wasn't really anything going on, so I just skipped past Surfside and went straight to San Luis Pass because there's more soft sand and stuff over here. And coming across the bridge, and you probably can't see it, but right over there, there's like, I've pulled several people out of this area before. There's a real, like along the bridge, there's a real long patch of soft sand, and it's very misleading. People just drive right into it, and there's a truck, it looks like a truck and trailer that's stuck over here. So looked like there might have been some people stuck at the entrance as well. So we're gonna come over here and see if we can't pull this truck out, and I'm sure we'll start getting some more recoveries and stuff now. It's like they're stuck pretty good. They got a little trailer with a go-kart or something on it, looks like. Y'all need some help?
I think so.
All right.
My 4x4 did not want it engaged.
It's not engaging?
It's not engaged.
That sucks. You have tow hooks on the front of this thing? No tow hooks, of course. See what we can do here. I have to grab a control arm. No tow hooks. Guess y'all are trying to get down to the beach, huh? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'll you're just gonna hook up to the front of you and just pull you down, or
I think so, yeah.
you wanna? Or are you gonna try to give it a air down and try to?
Yeah, I'm gonna air it down, give it a shot.
Okay.
And see how it goes.
Okay. I'll pull forward then.
I doubt it.
I mean, if you can get your four-wheel drive to kick in, it might go. If you can get it into 4 low, or you might can get some. If you.
It feels like it engages and it just like loses power.
Are you 4 high or 4 low?
Both.
Both? Huh. That's weird. Normally low, it'll disable traction control and all that stuff, so. I'll pull forward, that way if you get moving, you can get moving, and worst case, I'll hook up to you. See if airing down or anything will help it. He's not really stuck. It looks like he's just needs traction.
I'll give it a shot.
Looks like this jack is digging into the sand too. It's not helping any. I hear it trying to shift.
I know, right? You hear that actually?
Yeah, you can hear it trying to. It's definitely not in 4-wheel drive. Is that front tire spinning over there? No, this one's not either. Try backing up some, see if you can maybe rock it.
I'm gonna try high.
Yeah. Temporarily reduced. I mean, huh? Try to turn your wheel. There you go. If you turn too much, it'll stop you. It's not even trying to. It's not even trying to spin the front tires. That's weird. What did it say?
It says four-wheel drive. See, it feels like
You can hear it. Did it shift that time? No. It's only spinning the rear tires. You can see it it's almost trying to overheated performance. Like it's overheated the transfer case or something? That's weird. I can't say I've ever heard that one.
Well, I guess I might need your help.
You want me to just pull you through the soft sand? Okay. You want me to try to get you this hard step here? Or you want me to try to get you all the way? I think if we just get you this hard stuff here, the rest of them, as long as you hit it with some speed, you should be good. Yep. Cool. Let me back up. It's weird. It's like it's acting like the transfer case is like overheated or something. Yeah. Get my Yankum rope out and get, let's see what, let me use that bridle. Get my Yankum ropes hooked up. Make sure all the twists out of the rope. It's got it turned out to this side, so I'm gonna hook up over here to this control arm. If I could feel the heat coming off this thing. This thing is definitely hot. There is so much heat coming off this thing.
One of those like 40s?
43s. About the biggest tire you can fit on a Gladiator. All right. All right, yeah, just go ahead and straighten her up and we'll get you out of here. Go ahead. What's that?
Let me give it some
Yeah, yeah, just a little. You shouldn't have to give it too much. I'm just gonna put it in first gear and idle. I'll be on hard sand by the time the rope tightens up. So. Yep.
Yeah, I should be able to make it.
Yeah, and once we get you there, I think you're fine. That's right. You weren't really stuck. I mean, you were kind of moving on your own. If it wasn't for,
turn the wheel.
Oh yeah, if you can help a little bit.
The steering wheel fast. The steering wheel.
It's like other wheel.
Just like.
And then it's got a hard chafe sleeve on it, so you have to kind of fish it around.
Hey. it a lot more.
Turn it all the way.
All the way.
We got this old Suburban. Cool.
How much
Got-
owe you, brother?
You want to tip me something? Tip me something. If not, don't worry about it. I'm not charging you. Just out having fun today. Cool old Suburban. And a Roxer or something, looks like. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, sir. A little bit of gas money. Generally, when I'm down on the beach and I'm not cold out here, generally I don't charge because I'm volunteering. And hang on. Ew.
I've been watching this. I'm probably on camera right now.
It is, yeah.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
I've been watching your stuff forever. I do the same stuff you do.
Yeah?
Except you. That's a big rig.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I like it. All right, we got him out, and I saw met some of the local volunteers. They forget what he said his YouTube channel was, but I think it was Lone Star Retriever, if I remember right. I'll have to try to find that and look up some of his content and stuff. I'm not familiar with that one, but that's kind of the downside to doing the off-road recovery stuff, especially like on my end of it, like it's like a business. Is there's so many volunteers now there's like off-road recovery has become like wildly popular, especially like with all like the Matt's off-road videos and that kind of stuff. Like it's always been kind of a cool thing, especially in years past, like for as long as I've been doing it, you know, but nobody was really doing the off-road recovery stuff like on YouTube and everything. But now that everybody is, it's become like cool, and everybody with a four-wheel drive has, you know, went and got a kinetic rope and a winch, and you know, they go and run around the beach and pull everyone out. So it's gotten, you know, kind of hard for towing companies and stuff like that to do any of the beach calls and stuff, because there's so many volunteers, which is a good thing, don't get me wrong. It's good for people, you know, because they get to you know, helped out for free and that kind of stuff. So it just kind of sucks, especially like for me, like on a content basis, like I don't get as many calls. I have to go out and sit at the beach and do this kind of stuff, which is what I've done for years and years and years as a volunteer before I got into the towing recovery industry, which is ultimately what got me into the industry anyways. But you know, now that I'm going back to only off-road recovery and that kind of thing, I'm trying to get out here and do more of this kind of stuff where I just kind of go sit at the beach and help people out. I'm not charging people. If they want to tip me, they tip me. If not, you know, y'all watching these videos helps out a ton when it comes to doing that kind of stuff. So every one of y'all that watches my videos, likes, subscribes, comments, in any way engages with the video is it helps tremendously, because that's what helps, you know, make me money and be able to keep doing this stuff, especially for free, you know, like where I can just come out here and chill. I don't even have to charge anybody, you know. That kind of stuff, that's what I enjoy doing, is actually helping people, you know. And that's why I do what I do, essentially, you know. And it's all because of you guys that allow me to be able to do that kind of stuff. So we're gonna keep cruising on down here. Just off the top of my head, I see two possible people stuck right now. There's like a little Mazda or something over there, and it looks like an old Toyota or something maybe They're like over there staring out. Yeah, they're blowing sand everywhere. We'll see what see if I don't know if they're just not full drive, or their full drive's not working, or what. Looks like guy in the Nissan might be pulling him out. He ran up there and got to him. It's an old Toyota. You think that thing's four-wheel drive. I wonder if they just don't understand how the four-wheel drive works, or what. I'm pretty sure those have lockout hubs. So you should be able to just turn the hubs and get them to lock in. I mean, the good thing is at least it has good hook points and everything on it. Oh, they're gonna try to push it. They're gonna try to push it uphill too. Oh, it's spinning the front tire. So it's in four-wheel drive, it's just open differential. He'd probably get it if he tries to back up. They're trying to go uphill right now, which is fighting against him. It looks like he's got it hooked up. Go. Nice and easy pull. So it was in four-wheel drive. It just, because how open differentials work, whenever one tire gets in a bind, it takes power away from that tire and gives it to a tire that's not in a bind. And in off-road situations like this, that's not good. That's why like my Jeep, I have it locked front and rear. They're selectable, so they're not always on, but I can lock it in to where that doesn't happen, and it'll spin all four tires all the time and always pull. So that one, I don't know, I guess it's only open differentially, don't have any kind of a locker or Positrack or anything like that on it. So might be something they want to look into on the future, to where they don't have that happen again. I think it's about time for me to call it an evening. It's almost 5 o'clock now, and not really too much else going on there. And those other volunteers are sitting up there at the main entrance, kind of got it taken over. So let them handle everything else this evening, and I'm gonna head home, probably try to find some dinner or something, and see what else happens. Guess try to come out here probably again tomorrow and see how it goes. That'll be a different video probably. If you're watching this one, it's probably Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day, or happy late Mother's Day, and we will see y'all guys on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.